I grew up with music in my family. My mother was a professional violinist. I remember watching her practice through the railings on the stairs. I remember saying to her one day, you know, Mom, when I grow up, I want to play the violin just like you. I saw her play, I saw the beauty, the magic, and I guess I wanted to be able to do that. I was in the Regina Symphony. I came home one day and said, Dad, I want to play violin, I think, professionally and see if it's what I really want. My dad made a great sacrifice that day. He was a big believer in education first and everything afterwards, but he let me go. So I entered the audition circuit and I played quite a few auditions. One of them was for the National Arts Centre Orchestra in Ottawa. Well, I didn't think I had a chance, you know, one of the best orchestras in Canada and in the world. I played my audition right on the stage there at the NAC, and a couple of weeks later they called my mom. I wasn't home, and she said, well, you better hurry up because he's got other offers. I did have other offers. And then a few days later they called me and gave me the job. And I haven't looked back since. That was 35 years ago, and I love my job, I love the orchestra, I love the people, I love the music, I love playing the violin. I'm also, with my brother, a part of the duo that we call Chuckle Bros. My brother and I had talked about cartooning for years and never did anything about it. We went to Prince Edward Island with my family. And the first night we were there, we were in a cabin, and I was looking up, and I saw this smoke detector on one of the beams of the cabin. And I thought, well, that'd be funny with a smoke detector in hell. And there's, the devil looking up with his hands on his hips, and the fire marshal, and he's also looking up there, and it's open, and there's no batteries in it, and the devil says, I had to take the batteries out. The damn thing kept going off. I don't know why, but I wrote it down. Every night at this cabin, I wrote down 20 ideas. When I arrived back home, I called my brother and I said, Ron, you'll never believe, I've sketched out like 140 ideas here for cartoons. And his eyes got big and he said, oh my God. We did some more ideas and came up probably with about 300-400 ideas. He said, well, now what are we going to do? It was difficult to get syndicated, and it's that glass ceiling that you have to get through to be accepted by the syndicates. Then the syndicates become your agent. You have to submit your packages to these syndicates many times. They don't take your first shot. They don't take your second shot. We ended up submitting 9 times. And we had one of the biggest launches in Canada in 20 years. We've also latched on to Creator Syndicate in the States. So now we're internationally distributed. I said to my editor one time, my cartoon editor, I said, because he made a comment about my captions, the caption we put at the bottom of the cartoon. And he said, quite often it's not too long and it's not too short. It's just right. He said, how do you do that? I said, I liken it to music. Language is a music of its own. It has ups and downs, it has cadences. That feeling that I get when I play music, I use that in the captions. I believe it has something to do with the music in my career, that I can make that language feel like it's musical.